This is looking very strong for Alexander Rossi. Let's go down to the pits.
Will Power has the pit out location. He squeezes around Josef Newgarden, the championship leader in the orange and white car. He's going to have to get around. Will Power coming out. Final stop for the two Team Penske cars. And Josef Newgarden into the finish at about the same time. And it's a drag race to the line. And now we watch how they blend in.
Josef Newgarden totally overcooked his pit entry.
Oh,
He got into the
same
wall.
thing. Oh, it gets hit hard by Sebastian Bourdais. The championship leader is in huge trouble.
They're all hitting the pit lane exit wall. He hit the pit lane exit wall.
Wow.
And was on the brakes and got clobbered. Marco Andretti came in and did the exact same thing. He slid wide and hit the pit lane exit wall, and this is massive damage.
I wonder if there's water on the track or just cold tires.
It was Tim Cindric, president of Penske Racing, Team Penske, who asked the question, what happened there? Let's have a look from above. So Will Power raced him hard off pit road, but what happens to the championship leader?
He just understeered into the grass, hit the wall, and then the next car came along and hit him. And if we stay on this shot, watch Marco come hopefully into the picture and does exactly the same thing.
You could see a little puff of right front smoke on all three of these cars. We're locking right fronts. Remember, you come off the pit speed limiter, you get all the acceleration, and we'll watch on board. Listen to Newgarden.
You don't realize coming down here, it's very, very downhill. He's locked up. The tire's locked up going in, and just, oh, big hit from behind.
Watch that line. Oh.
And Newgarden's very lucky he didn't get completely walloped as they went on. Look at all these guys. They're in the racing line.
So it wasn't Marco, that was Kanan that hit the wall. His car looks very similar. So this is very, very steep downhill. It's very deceiving. He just locked it up.
And remember, it was Newgarden last week at Gateway swooping across the nose of Power who crashed on the opening lap. Now Newgarden has the mistake.
It's a very, very similar pit exit to like getting out of the pits in Daytona, you know, in the night. And you come in there and you think, oh, I'm not going very fast, and you end up clobbering the Arco.
And if you think correctly about that, PT, guess who did it? It happens to the best of them. Jeff Gordon did it at night, coming off pit road around that 180-degree turn in the Rolex 24 at Daytona. So here comes a very wounded Penske Chevrolet.
Damage all over, front wings broken, rear wings broken. You gotta think the toe's out on it.
That was a hard hit on the left-hand side.
Careful stopping here.
And he's entering a closed pit.
And you can hear Tim Cindric saying, be very careful stopping. They thought a tire was also down. So what they're going to do first is they're going to change the rear wing assembly, change 4 tires, and then they're going to decide whether the car is well enough to continue. He slapped that guardrail pretty good, but they're eventually going to have to assess suspension and other issues with this car. What a swing, potentially, for the championship leader with just one more race to go after this.
It is huge. This is monstrous as far as the scope of the championship is concerned.
Tires here, guys. Get the tires.
The driver who has won 3 of the last 4 races and who came into this race with a 31-point advantage may just end today and leave Watkins Glen, New York with a single-digit points lead.
Front wing end plate looks like it's definitely been hit hard and potentially broken.
Now, Newgarden goes on to Reds
See that
with
wing end
maybe
plate?
14, 13 laps to go. And there's some damage to the car, but if it's in reasonable enough shape, it's going to be fun to watch Newgarden. The front wing's still damaged. Question is, do they keep him out, or are they going to just try to stay on the lead lap and come back to pit lane?
Well, on this side over here is something damaged right there as well. So it's pieces flying off the car. So he's got damage somehow on both sides of the car to fix. He's going to have to come in and check that over again, which is going to put him further down. And right now, Scott Dixon is only 3 points behind Newgarden in the points.
If this Verizon IndyCar Series Championship for 2017 hasn't been entertaining enough, can you believe what we've just seen?